Welcome to this overview on setting up your business in 5 easy steps. We're going to cover business plan, EIN, setting up your registered agent, signing up for your business entity, opening your business bank account. That's what we're going to cover in here. Now, for this exercise, we're going to use the state of Arkansas because one, it's one of the cheaper states to use, and then two, that's what I'm most familiar with. I'm going to have some PDF downloadables that can help you find information for your state. Okay, and also you're going to have a PDF downloadable for the business plan that you can actually write on and get that portion of this done as well. Step one, the business plan. So what we want to do here is start with the business name. But before you actually write a business name on here, you want to sit down and think about it and make sure it suits the type of business that you're going to go into before you put the name on there. And you would also want to check with your Secretary of State to ensure that the name is available. And for me, I would also Google it just to make sure that no one else out there has the same exact name that I'm going to name my company. So that's the first thing. You want to give your business a name. The second part of it would be what problem is it that your business is solving? What is the main reason that your customers are coming to you? Like, what are you doing for them? That's going to be the first question that you're answering here. The second part is, what is the product or service that you are providing to solve that problem that you've listed above? So you write that down as well. Then we're going to go down to the third area here, and it's the business. How is your business going to make money? What type of pricing strategy? How will you get paid? Because the one thing that everyone knows is most people, well, I would want to say everyone who goes into business would go into business to make money. So you have to go ahead and brainstorm and figure out, how are you going to monetize this company that you're developing? Then the fourth part of this is the team. Who are you bringing onto your team to help you bring this vision to life? Like, who is going to manage certain aspects of it? Who is responsible for what? Just go on ahead and brainstorm and find out, like, who is going to help you build this team. If it's going to be virtual assistants or whatever it is, just write that down there. And now you want to think about the market. Who is your customer? How many of them are available in the area? Or if you're going to be, international or whatever it is, you want to go ahead and research to get the data to find out who is your market. Like, who are you going to be selling this product or service to, and how will you reach them? Will you be using social media? Will you be using ads? Like, what is it that you're going to be using to reach them? Is it going to be word of mouth? How are you reaching these people who you want to give this product or service to? The next part is number 6, the competition. What advantage does your business have against the competition? How do you stand out? What is your uniqueness? Like, why are you going to be the one they choose versus choosing the one next door who does the exact same business as you? So what are you bringing to the table that's a little bit different or a little bit unique that's going to cause them to choose you over the next person? Now, number 7 is how much capital you need to get into business. Is this an online business? Is it going to be like, okay, you don't need any money to get started? Like, how are you going to get started, and how are you going to raise the funding to get started? And then the last one on this list is the goals. How do you want to achieve, and by when? So when you set your goals, you want to set dates, okay? And you want to set steps on how you're going to get there. So if you know that you have goals that are set for your company, you make little baby steps on how you're going to accomplish those goals. And then you also put dates in there so that you can have a gauge on whether or not you're hitting your targets, right? That brings us to the end of step 1. Now, we're going to be on to step 2. We are now at step 2. We're going to go to irs.gov And then we're going to scroll down to the section that says apply for EIN. And right here you see it says hours of operation Monday to Friday 7 to 10. You want to do it during that time because it won't allow you otherwise. Apply online, and then you're going to go to the section that says begin application. When you get here, you're going to see the types of entity. You're going to fill out the type of entity, and then you're going to press continue. That's going to take you to the next page. You're going to continue filling this out until you get to the end of the application. So here we are at step 3. We're ready to sign up for our registered agent. Now I use arkansasregisteredagent.com, but you can do a little bit of research and find the registered agent for your state. When you get here, you're going to scroll down. Well, you see it's $49 now. It used to be $45, but it's $49 now. You're going to scroll down to the section that says get Arkansas registered agent. Then you're going to come here. You're going to fill out the name that we did in step 1. You're going to use the name that you did in step 1. And by now you should know what type of entity you want to form. So you're going to go ahead and put that entity here, right? And you're not changing registered agent. You're going to fill out your contact details here. And then you're going to go down to the section for your mailing address. Now, where it says annual franchise tax report right here in this little area, you do not want to highlight that because they're going to charge you extra for that. You create account password and your billing information you're going to put in here and submit the form. It is as simple as that, guys. Seriously, it's not really difficult. You're going to do that. It's going to set you up an account in case you want to buy add-ons and things like that. If you need those, you're going ahead and do those. But I only do the registered agent part, and that's it. Okay, so that's the end of step 3, and I'll see you guys at step 4. Okay, so we're at the point where we want to file our entities, our business entities. Now I'm using Arkansas because that's where I am, but you go to your home state's Secretary of State and you go, well, for us, Arkansas, you're going to go to sos.arkansas.gov and it's going to bring you here. When you get here, you go to business services, then new business. From there, you're going to go to forms, fees, and record requests. Then you're going to choose what type of entity you're setting up. And for this example, we're going to do a corporation. Then we're going to scroll down and go right here where it says online form. Then start the form. We're going to fill this out. So you're going to put the name of your company. On Arkansas, I usually do stock corporation because the stock corporations are cheaper than the non-stock. So you choose stock. I usually put 10 shares, $1 per share. And then you list this here. You add, you can do a registered agent. The registered agent that I use in Arkansas, it's $45 per year. I can give you that information if you need it. Just inbox me, please. And here you just put the officers in. Now on this particular form, you want to save after you put in the information for each officer. You want to save it. List the primary purpose of your business, and then you're going to go to the submitter contact information. I would put my information here if I were you, because this is the information that's going to be on your records for your entity formation. And annual report contact information. You can also put your registered agent information here again, but they do charge a fee to keep up with this for you. So you can put your company's information here if you want to. And then you're going to come down here and check that box, type your name here, select your title, then submit. That's going to take you to the next stage of the form, and then you have one more stage after that, which is the payment stage. This would not allow me to go any further because I have no information in here, but you can go through and fill this out. And if you need help filling this out, please do not hesitate to give me a call. But this is how you get your entity set up for your business. Okay, we've made it to step 5, guys. This is step 5, setting up the bank account for the company. I use bluevine.com, And for no other reason except it's simple and easy. You can choose whatever bank you want to use, but this is how I do it with Bluevine. You're going to tap Get Started, start an application, and it's going to bring you to the screen here. You're going to choose your entity type, and you're going to first name, last name, address. I agree, get started. You're going to finish up all of the requirements here. Now, a lot of what we did in step 1 through 4 will be required to complete this. They're going to need things like your EIN, and they're going to need your entity type and your business name, and most of what we did was preparing us for this step. Okay, so all of what we did before, you're going to use a lot of that now to get this completed. But when you're done with this, you would have set up your business. Your business would have a bank account, it would have its EIN, and it would also have its name, and everything would be set up. Okay, so now what I would say to you is this: after all of what I've told you, go ahead and do your due diligence and make sure that what I'm telling you would match to your specific situation and your state. So check with the authorities to make sure that you are in line with what is the law where you are, okay? But this is what worked for me, and I wanted to share that with you because a lot of people think that it's so difficult to get your business set up, not just the bank part, not just the bank account part, like the whole business. They think it's so difficult to get it set up, but I'm showing you right now it's really not that difficult. 5 steps, we got it done. Okay, so just go on ahead and make sure you do these steps, because you're going to need this if you are intending to build a business even into the future. So now you do it and it will start getting age, right? And in the future, if you need it, it would have aged already, because one of the questions that they ask you on the applications for funding for your business is how long have you been in business? And you remember that form that we did that set up your entity? It's going to have a date on there, right? And if it has a date on there that's older versus newer, then you will be in better shape. So even if you don't know if you're going to start your business right today, you could go ahead and set it up so it can start aging for you. Okay. And thank you guys so much for joining me on this little trip, getting your business account set up. Thank you for joining me. And I hope that we would do more things together in the future. You take care and be blessed.